Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines, where last episode actually wasn't an episode, it was actually a live stream that we did last week, where we tried to fix many of the problems and issues that we had within the city. I kind of had some major breakthroughs with a lot of help from you guys watching in that live stream. And I wonder if you didn't see it, I'm going to show you exactly what we did. And since last episode, a few of you have been also suggesting a few more things I could do to kind of fix the city. So before we jump into it, guys, if you are enjoying the series and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when the next episode does come out. Now, a big issue that we've been having for quite some time is the industry is complaining about not enough resources. Well, guess what? That issue is no more. Yay! It's not, I mean, it's still there, don't get me wrong, it's still there, but it's only now because the vehicle hasn't got to the building just yet. If I went for the directions, is it this one here, you'll know that there's a vehicle on the way. It's just got to get off the cargo ship and pretty much drive over there right now. So it is on the way, just got to give it a bit of time, but it's not an issue in terms of not enough resources. It's just they're taking so long to now get here. I mean, probably because it's coming via ship. It's quite long to the outside of the region. And the way we solved that was, we had many suggestions. I've had many suggestions over the times and all this kind of jazz. The suggestion that I did that kind of fixed it without me changing anything was just simply installing the transfer manager mod. And whatever that does, I didn't really change anything on it. Whatever it does has kind of fixed it. But ta-da! I mean, I shouldn't have to rely on mods to fix it. But also, your boy Snowy gave me a suggestion too. Now, we also implemented so many of these kind of unique industries. So, normal dirty industry, but within a zoned area, like this one's for forestry. Now, your boy Snowy says, well, that is great, Seniac. Why don't you try and do it without putting the raw resource underneath? Now, I'm going to assume if I get it wrong, Snowy, just shout at me in the comment section right now. But I'm assuming, because we have like the farming land under the farming zoned industry, what it then produces is the goods that go in the storage, like crops and whatnot. But if you don't put the zoning underneath, it then produces the zoned goods for the farming, if that makes sense. I could be wrong. I legit could be wrong there. I could have literally read what you put and then completely messed it all up. But why don't we kind of test it out? Give it a little bit of a go. Now, although my industries are fixed, but it's all down to the mod, I wonder if I can kind of boost it with this kind of information that your boy's going to implement. So what I'm going to do right now then is I'm going to zone a couple of areas here, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to zone this area as well. And I kind of want them to be, not, well, I say reasonably the same size. You're never going to get it reasonably the same size right now. So we'll do two areas just there. I might as well just do these two areas as well. Going down to here. So this pretty much gives me 4 regions where I can now destine the zoned areas to be whatever I want. So in terms of industry, where is it? So forestry, farming, or oil. Okay, you see where this is going? So throw all this in. I mean, it's gonna take a while to build up, don't get me wrong, it's gonna take a while to build up, but that is that. Well, I'm gonna have to make sure that we haven't got any resources underneath. So let me bring up the resource panel. I mean, there technically is a little bit of resource, but if I get rid of the ore right now. So in reality, there's not really any resources. I mean, there's maybe a little bit of forestry just there, but right, I'll switch these round. It's easier to switch it around and get rid of the trees. If I put that there and then this one over here, there we go. We switched it round, boys. So interesting to see what happens now. By not having the raw resources underneath, it should then hopefully produce the zoned good, if that's what your boy Snowy was saying. I don't know. I never really actually tried this. This is going to be a nice little experiment within the episode right now. But while that does what it's got to do, the whole island is now technically running smoothly, apart from one thing, and that is the trains underground. They all, now it's so much more efficient and we're shipping goods in and out so much more easier and crazier now down to that mod. This airport here is becoming overwhelmed. Now, I don't really want to turn this off and make them force them to use this, although that would be a good idea. It just makes this airport overloaded. Whatever I do is going to make an airport overloaded. So I thought, why not try and build a second one of these on the opposite side of the island? Distribute the aircraft evenly. I mean, it's a good idea. Is it the right idea? I don't know. So over here then, where we do have technically now a road connection, and if you don't know what happened about this, I highly recommend going and checking out the live stream right now, guys. We have a road connection. Hold on. How do I see this? No, that's not the right button. No, hold on. No. There we go. Now going out. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm now going to create a little platform, a little plinth on the end here. A little bit of land reclamation. That's going to allow me right now to utilize and build a little bit of a cargo airport. I don't know how long this is going to stay in here, but like many things, I always say this and it always stays on here. But let's see what we can kind of do here right now. This will be kind of interesting. So I got a decent brush size. We'll take the elevation of this junction here. And then what we'll do is we'll choose to kind of elevate here. Now this is going to cause some issues with the flooding. So I reckon we'll just kind of go to this for now. And we've got to figure out how big the airport actually is. And how much land I need to reclaim. Actually, do you know what? Not that much more. Not that much more. So we'll try and fast forward then to get this water out of here as quick as possible. Let me just kind of do a little bit like this. So we'll also fine-tune the island a bit more once it's all kind of done and dusted. But let that do what it's got to do right now. It's gonna flood. I'm gonna walk away, act like I can't even see it right now. And this is now slowly starting to build up, which is really good to see. So hopefully then, this does what I think it does and produces something a little bit different. I don't know how long we have to wait until vehicles start pumping out of this. But I can kind of then see where it's heading. So that would be interesting. That will be interesting to see what actually happens. Also, something else as well. I got to sort this issue out as well. These guys aren't getting enough of their items right now. So who's the one complaining? You. Not enough goods to sell, basically. So we need to get more goods over here. So it'd be nice to have some localized storage for the commercial goods. That would be really, really handy. I don't think we actually have any warehouses over here, do we? Is that a warehouse? No, it's a waste transfer facility, Sonny. Get it right. Get it right, boy. So if I just place down right now, I mean, there's lots of stuff I could pretty much do to this area. But we'll do it in stages anyway. So if I just drop the warehouse just here for now. And if I just set this up to store the commercial goods, it won't store much, it won't solve this issue, but we'll have a little bit nearby. Other thing I want to do is hook up these roads to this, because we have some import-exports over there, which is a little bit easier to get to. And build some more of these service points as well, because that also could be one of the many, many issues. Right, airport's now in. Island's now in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these roads here, and we're going to elevate them. I'm going to bring them from there over to here. So across by 40. Straight down. Okay, we won't elevate this one here. And that becomes then, believe it or not, the road to the airport. It's pretty funky, isn't it? It's the best way to put it. It's pretty funky. So if I build this as central as I think it's going to be, alright, and then what we'll do then is reclaim a little bit more land. I'm thinking, do you know what? Rather than do that, like that delicious shape, we kind of, because I got to get the train lines added in as well. Now, this will take a while before we start seeing the benefits of it, before we start seeing mass usage, and before we also start seeing the land go green. So if I just smooth it around the edge right now, there we go. Create this beautiful little kind of man-made island. It's like, like in like Dubai when they create those man-made islands. This is pretty much what this is here. And we will do I'm going to sand it all off as well. Create like a nice little sandy island. That really does feel like something in Dubai, doesn't it? And it kind of creates a little bit of a stream going in front of us right now. So water's coming in. Oh, okay, water's coming in a little bit too much right now. But let it do what it's got to do again. We'll bring the water across. We need to bring some power across as well. And we'll just do the standard power lines. And then we'll try and implement... Now, the train line is over here. So, in reality, all I've got to do... But I got to do... I don't want to do it, like, too mental, too crazy. Alright. If I just go normal and go down by a 15... But then keep going down. I'm going to go down like quite a bit. Just so it doesn't look so weird from like the top. Now what is this? This is a... That's a -6. In what world is that a -6? Also, I don't want it to connect like that. Right, I'm just going to go... Wabam. 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 This is all completely the wrong idea. There is no bends whatsoever on this right now. This is... I'm doing this so wrong. Alright. Nope, that's the wrong thing to do. And it's probably not even going to work right now. Why am I choosing to do it like this? I have no idea. So this is me hoping that all this is going to work. Okay? This is me hoping that all this is going to work right now. Will it, won't it? I have no idea. But I got another cargo airport in anyway. It's a little bit of fun. I might make the little straight here a little bit deeper. So, you know, kind of get more water flowing through. But I don't know whether it's kind of, you know, naturally disappeared because of the wave that we've kind of created and it'll kind of then come back in. I do not know. But it does feel very... It feels very shallow, doesn't it? Right, okay, so let me bring the brush size down. And let me kind of go to this edge in here and kind of just go a little bit deeper. So it kicks back out. There we go. Maybe widen the brush a little bit. No, seems a bit, you know, OTT. And then we'll brush it out. We'll brush this one from the top. And there we go. We should have a little bit more of a ravine, so to speak. So this is interesting as well because it is going to be connected to the highway. There, it's a very simplified connection, but they'll also utilize trains. Hopefully, it brings more goods to maybe these guys. Maybe, who knows? We'll see what happens. But let it do what it's got to do. Now, is there any vehicles coming out of these buildings just yet? We are playing the waiting game. I'm just going to have a sip of my cup of tea. Ah, delicious. And we play. We wait. Oh, there we go. Vehicle coming out. So this is going... Oh, and it's delivering oil to Bruce Enterprises, which is right here. So, I mean, it's close by. It's close by. I was kind of hoping to see if it went to like a storage area or something like that. Okay, where did you come from? The smooth core oil tank. No, they're still filling up these. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I could have interpreted what your boy Snowy said completely wrong, but I suppose this will help these guys anyway, having a little bit more localized, you know, products being produced nearby. So we're now playing the waiting game until planes start landing at our new airport. So while we do wait, let's try and link up some connections here. So back to our Royal Star Roads, if I can even speak right now. We're going to bring this out by a 20. Bring this out here by a 20. And bring this out here by 20. So let's create and form some connection. So, oh, hold on. We got this road here coming down as well. What do I want to prioritize first? If I brought this out by a 20, and why can't we find the snap? Okay, bring it out by a 10. Where's the... Oh, because that's not even turned on. Oh no, that's not even the thing I was talking about. 12 by 12. That's... Oh, what happened then? 12 by 12. The perfect bend. The perfect bend. I could delete this back by one. I can't even speak right now. You boys flabbergasted. Oh, I'm in bulldoze mode, aren't I? Right, where's this road? This road is just here. Yeah, there's no way in this world I'm kind of connected to that. Now, what if this just came... Right, I can connect into that. Which creates a beautiful little crisscross. Could I also bring this up forward? Yes. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? Just something a little bit different. Alright, where's the there's a 10 marker to go across. So if I come out by a 10, I'm just trying to make it like not, you know, a bit different, a bit unique in these areas, and kind of make it all flow into one. So that kind of crisscrosses completely down and in. That from that point is a 20 there. So if I come out by another 10, where's this bend taking place? Well, I feel like that might be a little bit too close. Yeah, delete that. So what is that bend there? It's a 7 by a 7, and then we connect in. So we have these kind of, you know, decent flowing through roads. They're just the main drags and strips. We'll see what happens. Did this get any of the goods? It did get some of the goods, you know, stored nearby. I don't know how much is going to affect this area. We shall see. We shall see, boys. No complaints over here right now, which is looking pretty swiggity swag. And waiting for some more vehicles to pop out of some more areas. You just popped out. You're returning to facility of over here. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. What are you doing? You are the owner of the large barn. Ah, which is the raw forest products. Okay, so maybe not having the resource underneath was the thing to go. So, while these over here have the resource underneath, these don't. I still feel like they're still producing the same goods, so maybe that wasn't the way to go forward. Who knows? Still waiting for this airport, by the way. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. We're not waiting anymore, boys. We have a plane now landing. How full are you? You are 15% full. So the owner is Sanrico. #9. But this is going to be interesting. So hopefully it takes a little bit of the flack off this, meaning not so many trains want to lead over here. I know there's ways in which I can improve this kind of system underneath. But right now, it's because they're trying to enter from both... Oh, no, wait. Oh, the traffic has subsided slightly. So maybe we are seeing a slight change with train traffic heading over in this direction. Are you ready to kind of take the world's sharpest turn? No. Are you ready to take the world's sharpest turn? No. Again, your boy's hoping this is not looking stupid. So how do I check these connections under here? I don't know how you do it. I've completely forgotten how I check these connections. Junction restrictions, lane connector. I mean, I can't really do anything about that, can I? I have forgotten because I am stupid. But anyway, the train just came in, so obviously it works. Obviously it works. So we'll see what happens right now. This is kind of exciting, I ain't gonna lie. So vehicles being able to cross over means we can hopefully get more goods coming in. We got 2% filled over there, which is interesting. Now we do have within this pedestrianised area, we do have the service points. Not to say that we don't have enough service points, because we have lots of service points right now. We have lots. They're just not choosing to bring as many goods over. Which is why I probably would like to start thinking about bringing more commercial goods over on this area. Hopefully make some adjustments and all that swiggity swag stuff. We can build another warehouse, but then again, they're not really filling this warehouse. Okay, they are slowly. We aren't seeing huge changes. Yes, there's not enough goods to sell. Don't worry. They will be coming soon. I got other fish to fry at the minute. Other fish to fry. So for every plane that kind of lands and takes off there, is one less plane over here. So there we go. We're going back to the traffic jams again. So I think it comes in waves, doesn't it? But there's not as many planes over here anymore. We're starting to see a few more planes landing at this airport too. Maybe they're just more evenly spread out. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe we're not importing as much. So what are our imports like? So imports are low. It's just mainly goods coming in. Exports going out. A lot of exports, boys. A lot of exports. The big chunk of them is, at the minute, it's ore product. Whew. The ore industry? You feeling good right now, boys? You're producing a lot. Which is pretty sweet. I ain't gonna lie. As I slowly choke on my words. 45% of our income is coming from industry. And oil was making nearly 100 grand right there. Pretty good to see. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Oh, we have a little complaint at the moment over here. Is the goods on the way to you, sir? Is the question. The goods have not yet been assigned. Interesting. So we still wait. We still wait. Any more planes want to land over here? Yoo-hoo! I guess not. I guess not. But this, it was at 4%, is now down to 1%. So we've seen some goods come in and some goods come out. But I feel like we need to store some of these warehouses nearby anyway. So we can definitely squeeze in one just there. And we'll try and go for a larger one somewhere. Can I squeeze a large one here? Yeah. So, commercial zone goods and commercial zone goods we'll have nearby. So a smaller one and then a larger one just slightly out of the place. Hopefully that makes some kind of a difference in the long run. Planes coming in hot and heavy. That was just... Oh! Owner cargo hub. Returning to cargo hub. That's just gone for a free flight. Or unless it just exports some goods. That's probably what it did, didn't it? It probably exported some goods. Yes. How is unemployment, by the way? We've got 10 more jobs available than people that live here. That's kind of crazy. So what we'll do to combat that is... Boom. Lots more residential. So that will provide us with a nice little population boom. So they've definitely got their goods because they're not complaining anymore. So it did get delivered. I gotta sort all these out as well. I mean, what's the best way to go about doing this? Just kind of smoothing it off for now. I feel like I should key wall it or do something like that at some point. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what goes on with this. I mean, it still can't be too bad for us because some of it does get delivered to the buildings and factories and all that. So it is kind of, you know, handy to a certain degree. It is a little bit weird. We should then start to see we're 1% full over there. We're 3% full here. And we are 4% full there. So getting more commercial goods in warehouses locally should kind of bode fairly well for us within this area. This little airport over here should be a help as well because it means we can get twice as many planes now landing at these smaller sized airports. There's not as many trains now backed up, which is a good thing. So we're seeing more distribution more evenly right now. They're not having to wait as long for the goods because the trains are caught in a traffic jam. So only time will tell if this was a good idea, a good thing. But the jams are a lot more free. My vehicle limits are at 17,000. Not bad, not bad. But that is the only issue we kind of have. Okay. Sweet. So we'll end it for here then, guys. We are, vastly approaching the end of this series right now. Once we've solved many of these issues, hopefully, we can kind of wrap this up. But let me know in the comment section, would you want me to put this save game on the Steam Workshop for you to download and kind of mess about with it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe. But until next time, I see you all soon. So goodbye.